Okay. Hopefully it's still written. Okay. And so my carbon dioxide 1/4, and my water 2 times 1/4. That's become half. Are people good with this part? Okay, let me see if it's still in the video. Yeah, it is in the video. It's not very clear, but good enough. All right. So I'm done with. I'm checked with my oxygen gas. So I'll check with. So far here, I'm good with that. So I'll move on. I'll move on with something else that only exists. It only exists once. So who else only exists once? So look at carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. So this is it show twice. So if I'm going to play around with this, I might mess up how much is here. So that's not a good choice. Okay, CH4. Yeah, I have CH4 here, and I have CH4 here, and I have CH4. Oh, that's even worse choice. So we're not going to play around with that. Hydrogen gas. Okay, how many hydrogen gas I have? Here and here. Okay, still not a very good choice. So far, once either one of those above, if you mess up here, this one is going to get messed up. So we don't want to choose something like that. We want something just exactly like oxygen, because we're only bound with one. So I'll play around with one. Good. So now, what else been given? Since I know the first one is 1/4. Okay, since I know the first one is 1/4, this is fixed, right? This is fixed. We can just matching this one with whatever being here. Look at this triangle. It only show up once, and I know 1/4 is being fixed. So I just need to cancel out this one, because this one only exists once. Make sense?
Oh, there's one molecule, 1/4 molecule.
Yeah. So since now carbon dioxide is 1/4, I just need to cancel this one. So the one that I just erased here, I said carbon dioxide needs to be canceled out because they're intermediate, right?
How do you just get rid of the one?
Yeah, exactly. So I will use the same color as I'm working on this. So times this one, even I don't write, but you should know that's 1/4. So times negative 1/4. Are we cool with how this negative came from? Negative because they're on the same side. You need to swap to the other side so they can cancel out. Okay, if that is not clear, we will write after you multiply this negative 1/4. Okay, after I multiply negative 1/4, this two will come to the other side. Okay, so 1/4 CH4. So this is after this. The negative just changed side. Are we cool? The negative just changed side. So previously they were the products. Now we move them to the reactant. Negative means change side. Okay, now it's going to form with 1/4. This one is going to be half CO and half H2. We are adding them up, so I'll just erase this arrow, but write overall like this. It's like you are keep adding on both sides. Are we good with this? It's just like you keep adding on this. Oh, am I clear with that? Okay. Are people good with how this 1/4 half came from? It's just this 1/4 multiplied to each one of those.
Yeah.
Good?
Oh, wait, yeah.
Okay, negative apply to you swap the products become reactant.
So then why is it plus, like if it was multiplied times negative 1/4, why is the green stuff over there written in positive 1/4?
It's because they are changing the sign. So this is reactant. They form the product. Now this CO2 become reactant. If apply negative means swap side.
So it would be negative if it was on the product side, but we just moved it to make it, okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Make sense? I'll help you with after I clear this one.
Great, thank you.
Okay. Okay. So we're good with this two. Okay, there one thing more that we need to deal with, which will work the same way as exactly like this, because this one we just use the same way to cancel out this one. Water is something we also want to cancel out, right? And the good thing about water is they are already on the opposite side, right? Okay, here is a 2, but keep in mind we already apply 1/4 out of that. So you should not apply 2 here. You should apply whatever the new coefficient, which is a half. Are we cool with this? Okay. I know here is a 2, but the tricky part would be here is half, because the half came from you already multiply 1/4 out of that. So we will rewrite those. They're already in the opposite side, so add half CH4. Add half water. Add half CO. Add 2/3 H2. Okay. And then we can start canceling. Okay. When we are cancel, like water, that's what we meant to, right? This will for sure be canceled because that's how we get this multiplied from water, intermediate. Carbon dioxide in this triangle will get canceled for sure. Carbon dioxide, right? Okay, we'll combine whatever being left. What's being left? CH4. Okay, so CH4, you have this much CH4. Add up to 1, which is the one here. Are we cool with this? The CH4 add up to 1, which is the one here. There's a one that I did not write.
So were we just working on one at a time? So it was originally the CO2s and now we're doing CH4, so?
No. Original CO2 was still CO2. But CO2 was being cancelled with the first equation. Here.
Okay.
Okay, water was being cancelled. Makes sense now? Nothing being changed, it's just being cancelled.
I guess I just don't get why we're doing so many fractions. I kind of got lost a little bit, but that's my bad.
It's okay. So are you confused with, I know you're confused with why this part become this part, so are you good with that?
Yes.
I mean the reactants become product, okay, this one. Okay. After we apply 1 each, we're adding all the reactants up and we are adding all the products up. Okay, if they both exist, okay, exactly the same thing. Doesn't need to be the same one. But look, because we add all the products out, I have 1/4 of carbon dioxide, but this one was 1/4 of carbon dioxide on the reaction part. They just cancel out because it's exactly the same thing.
Oh, because positive and negative. Okay.
Yeah, it just treats positive and negative. Reactants, products, if they both exist, we cancel them out. Okay? The same goes to water. This one show up in the first reaction, but after the third reaction, there also half of the water show up on the other side, so they cancel out. Okay. Just the new words, the one that cancel out is intermediate. That's the new words that you will need to learn. This show to the, okay, this C means intermediate on the reader. Whoever being canceled out, just like water or carbon dioxide, is an intermediate. Okay, that's a new word that you need to know. Yeah. So those being cancelled out doesn't exist in the original one. Now I'm just showing how does this overall adding up. You have 1/4, 1/4 and a half, 1/4, 1/4 and a half add up to 1. So you have total. After you add all the reactants, you have 1 CH4, which is how we get to that one. Okay, and also half oxygen. Okay, that's exactly here. Okay, carbon monoxide. Okay, this one we should have only 1. Let's see if we have 1. Okay, half carbon monoxide and half. So this add up to 1, right? Exactly like this.
So So we're not just copying what's in that green down below. Where are we getting the what's in the blue then? Are we just
Blue?
are we pulling that from the original?
Yeah,
Okay.
so we multiply everything here by half,
Oh.
right?
Okay.
Uh.
And we did that because of the.
We did that because we want to cancel water.
Okay. Oh, and if it becomes 1, it's just no number.
Yeah, so there's 2 water.
Yeah.
1/4 of that means half water, right? That's the red half water. I want to cancel that half water because water does not exist in my overall. So I will make this water into half so I can cancel them.
Okay. And then everything else gets multiplied by
Half
2.
because I need water to be half. I need everything else to be the same scale with my water. So this half will apply to everything in this reaction.
Okay.
So after you apply all those 1, 2, 3, you add all the reactants up, add all the products up, and then you can start to cancel.
So wouldn't that make more problems if the water's canceled, then everything else has the halves in front of it?
Yeah, they have half, that's okay. When you add them up, they will become whole number. When you add, so it's fine if they're half because we are adding up to overall. So you have 1/4 here, 1/4 here. When you add all of the same, okay, they're all CH4. When you add them up, they will come up to a whole number. Yeah.
So we're just breaking it apart to put it back together?
Yeah, so overall reaction means, okay, if you take these 3 reactions exactly as the scaling, there should be no water and no carbon dioxide. This is overall reaction. But in reality, this reaction is happening in 3 stages. We'll use another example, today's example to show you,
Okay.
but this is what if you're just caring about your exam, what I'm showing you is exactly the procedure. Don't worry too much.
Okay.
You look scary, it's okay. Okay, let me, before